everyone, this is just a short video on how to make sure if you're wearing a mask, how to make sure you're properly storing your mask and also how you're properly putting it on and taking it off. So I'm going to start with a mask that I have here. This mask is an N95 mask, that's what it's called. And as you can see, there's going to be different masks out there. This one just happens to have a metal flexible bar on the top, and that's just going to be so we can conform it to the bridge of our nose. So when you're putting on your mask, we're going to just pretend that this is a clean mask. It just came out of the box. So when you're putting on your mask, you're gonna put it on exactly like you think you would. You're gonna put it up to your face. Again, we're gonna pretend it's clean. This one just happens to have two, most of them have two straps. We're gonna put one lower, and then we're gonna put the other one a little bit higher around our ears. Now remember, this is the first time we're putting on our mask, so we're going to pretend that it's clean. We're going to just kind of conform it to the bridge of our nose. It forms a really tight seal. Now this is the N95 mask. Some of you have different masks, but if you're doing an N95, it should all be pretty tight around your face. And that's why it's an N95, because it protects you from 95% of the particles that are out there. So that's how you put it on. I don't know if everybody is actually taking it off correctly. So that's pretty much why I'm doing this video. Right here I have a Ziploc Tupperware container, and you can use pretty much any kind of Tupperware that you want. So this we're going to, and don't feel silly by doing this, because I would rather see everyone doing it proper and not contaminating themselves or other people. So I keep a container in my car if I'm going to the grocery store or wherever we have to go to do our errands. When you're taking it off, what you want to do is put your face inside this container, and what you're going to do is remove your mask, take your straps off, pull the straps, and that's how you take your mask off. So my mask now is securely in this container. I don't know if you can see it, but it's securely in here. And then you're gonna put it away for the next time you need to use it. So if you don't have an N95, you can use the face masks, like a cloth face mask or something else. I just happen to have an N95 here to show you. So now let's say I'm finished with one errand and I have to run to another store. So I'm going to put my mask back on. Most people would think you just grab it and do what I just did, and that's wrong. So what you want to do, and don't feel funny about doing this, because even though you may look funny to people who don't understand what you're doing, you're protecting yourself and you're protecting them. So when you want to put your mask back on, I'll turn to the side. You're going to put your face back in towards your mask. Get your straps. And kind of make sure everything is secure. So they go behind your ears. You may have to touch your mask to adjust it. If you have gloves in your car, now would be the time to put them on. So you can adjust your mask. So if you don't have gloves or, you know, something, touch the edges. Since you already conformed this piece to the bridge of your nose, it should be okay. Everything should feel secure. But right now what I did was I touched my clean hands to, this is all dirty because we wore it once. Consider this all dirty. So now just by touching it, I've already contaminated my hands. This is where your hand sanitizer comes in. You're gonna have to adjust your mask. There's no way around it. Take your hand sanitizer and you're good to go. Now, there's a couple things that we have seen that is improper. So I just wanna go over it really quick. Things not to do with your mask. I already showed you how to properly remove it. You put the Tupperware over your face and make sure your straps are here. What I have seen people do is they will do this because they're going from one store to another. So say I'm in the grocery store and I have to walk down the sidewalk to the drugstore. They'll come out of the store, do something like this, and it actually, it's easier to do this with a cloth mask. It feels a little bit better. This is really tight. But they will wear it here. Or I've seen them do one of these, and that's not right. That's not good. Because what you're doing right now, and I'll show you something else. We're gonna pretend that this is already on proper. Another way that they're taking them off incorrectly is doing one of these. You know, and pulling it behind their head. That is a no-no. Both of those, wearing the mask here, pulling it behind your head, that is going to get you sicker than if you didn't wear a mask. Once your mask is on, I want you, and you go out in public or you're somewhere, I want you to consider everything around this mask, the whole thing covered with dirt or covered with anything that makes you sick, spiders, bugs, whatever. I want you to consider it so contaminated. Because when you're removing your mask and you're doing this, all those droplets, because COVID-19 is droplet, those droplets drop. So you have portals of entry in your skin, in your body. You have two eyes, your two nostrils, your mouth, and believe it or not, your ears are a portal of entry. So what does that mean? Okay, well, when I do this and I take it off, I have the chance of those droplets dropping in my eyes, which they said that pink eye may be a beginning symptom of this COVID-19. That could be how your pink eye would start. When you're doing this and the droplets are falling, they're falling into your nasal passages. Again, you're breathing in the droplets, gas exchanges in the lungs, and that's where we see that coughing, that short of breath, those awful, awful chest x-rays that we see in the hospital. And also another portal of entry that we just talked about is your mouth. So when you're doing this and you're taking it off, or you're even kind of keeping it here, those droplets are still, they're so close. They're getting into your mouth, going down into the digestive tract, and that's where you've seen the health experts say that this COVID-19 could also bring on not only the pink eye, not only the cough and the short of breath, but now hitting your digestive tract, that's where you see the diarrhea come in, or upset stomach, maybe nauseousness. And your ears, remember to protect your ears as well. You don't want to flip anything over. You don't want to get any ear infections with this. So that is the proper way to remove your mask and put your mask on. And also, if you do have an N95 mask or like any mask that has this metal, please don't put it in the microwave to sanitize it. You're going to cause a fire. I've seen it happen. Well, I've seen it happen on videos. You don't want to put, think about it, if you wouldn't put metal in your microwave at home on a normal day, don't put this in your microwave. It's going to cause more harm than good. So the CDC has guidelines that they're updated daily for the proper technique of how to clean your mask. If you have a cloth mask, obviously you just put them in the washing machine, put them in the dryer, and that way it would protect you. So I hope this video helped you. I wish everyone well during this time. We have a lot of prayers going out for each other, so stay safe and God bless.